In a few simple steps, we're now going to create a small world. So first of all, you need to find a cityscape from the internet and open it up in Photoshop, such as this one. This one's not ideal because it's got a large area here at the bottom of the picture. Really, you want it a bit closer to the foreground, and you must always, like mine, have a cityscape in a straight line. If it's too bent round in any way, it's not going to look great. Anyway, once you're happy with your cityscape, we've got to first of all make it a square for this to work. So to do that, you're going to go up to the rectangular marquee tool, select that, and you're going to hold down Shift. But before you do that, before you draw it out, have a look at the picture and decide where the edges of your city are going to be. So really it should be down the side of a building. So I'm probably going to take it down the side of here to over here. So I'm just going to use my Shift tool and draw out a square. Just going to do that like that actually. There we go. Try not to get the edges of a building and try and do it straight down the line of a particular building if you can. Once you're happy with your square, we're now going to crop it. So you can use the crop tool and press enter once and twice till it's a square. Next thing we need to do is flip the image. So we're going to go image, image rotation, and flip vertical. Now we need to polarize it. So go to filter, distort, and polar coordinates. There we go, that looks pretty awesome. So if it doesn't look like that, try clicking between these two to make sure it's on the top one. When you're happy, press OK. If the buildings aren't around the outside, that's because you forgot to flip it. So make sure you flipped it first. And it will only work, you need a square because otherwise the edges won't line up. So that's why we had to put a square in. There we go. So I'm happy with that. All I've got to do now is sort this line out here because it looks awful. You can see it all the way down. So if I go onto my brush tool, you'll see further down there's one called the mixer brush tool, which you might have used in another video. When I click on that, I can change the size of the tool up here, but basically if I just do this across the line, you can see here it starts to get rid of the line by mixing the colours. Really clever. So just take your time and do that, and don't forget to do it in this bit of the image as well. Otherwise you'll see the line all the way through. And don't just go up and down, go round so that it's more natural. There we go, that looks much better. Now the only thing to make it more pleasing to the eye is to flip it the other way, because when you look at an image your eye is automatically drawn to the top part, so you're more likely to see that join even though you've mixed it in. So we're just going to go back up to image, image rotation, flip vertical. Of course you could rotate it as well if you wanted to, using the transform tool to get the angle that you desire, and then you could place that in your digital graphic for whatever use you'd like. And that is how you make a small world.